There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to a city immortalized in song, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will get first crack at it today. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Algier. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Steps away to find some room. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas Tech's offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, He's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. Consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
Makes the catch. It's Marshall. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Bean. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the... back to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Now on first down from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Using his legs, it's Algier. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Algier. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Etienne. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. Final play of the quarter coming. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Figueroa. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Red Raiders have taken it inside the 20. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go right back to the run. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Wants to go up top on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
To the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Etienne. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. This time they'll go to the running game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Etienne. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Broncos will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moving away from pressure. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got out of trouble and throws. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to James Madison.
Hauls it in.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play of the drive wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Caught in the backfield, it's Bean. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, running back on the move. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Broncos will have it first and 10. To the air on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Etienne. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see.
Brings into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Reads it, fires complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice...
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Hawaii came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Rainbow Warriors won, it's more how they won. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one.
Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Etienne. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Broncos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Red Raiders are on the move. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's going for the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, they can also drain the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. There he goes. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays, and that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
Didn't get much done. Run, he'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. On the move, it's Bean. Runs through a tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and They could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's complete on the right side. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. He'll keep it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll pull it on the read. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, they blocked the kick. He didn't get there. A stop for this defense, and now they've got a chance to save themselves. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Here's the pressure. Using the quick game. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.